All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green 39. Green
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
To throw on second down. Hansen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw. Hansen. Throw left side complete. It's Morgan. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to throw on second down. Hansen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They start the drive with Peterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Peterson spins past him. That good for 19 at a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They give it to Peterson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on second down, Hansen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Off play action. Hansen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Detroit! Detroit!
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go on the ground. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Looking to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now out come the Giants. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They're going to look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Detroit! 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 Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Under 10! Under 10!
Leopard! Leopard!
36! 36!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to about the 22 here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hurry up! Here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw on second down. Hansen, flush to his right. Looking for his slot man, and he's got him. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
All right, here we go. Green 39!
On first and 10, Hansen, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! 26.
To throw again. Hansen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, Hansen. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Off the play fake. Hansen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the law has him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Hansen. Eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run again with Peterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll run it here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Hansen. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. To throw on 2nd down. Hansen looking for his running back, and he's got it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
No, Jack, Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Set. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hansen. Open man right side is Ingram. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And some room to work. A big conversion there on 3rd and 3. 43 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Hey.
Gun!
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it'll be their first loss of the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.